Whatever. I'm just gonna have to plow through all the lag on this. It's been worse. Like, I mean, as soon as I started trying to fix it, it's gotten like worse. But oh well. I'll just have to get PBs like once I go back to my proper computer, which unfortunately won't be during this month. The alternative is to buy an American PlayStation 2 and to actually be able to use my copy of Save the Homeland. Oh. What happens if you say no? I probably tested it like when I first played the game, but I can't remember whether it's like Wonderful Life Special Edition, where if you say no, they just go, "Oh, okay," and that's the end, or whether it would be something like Tree of Tranquility or Animal Parade, where if you say no, they just ask you again. They go like, "No, give me a proper answer." Oh, that was really good. It's probably the best naming I've ever done in a Harvest Moon run. Gotta take that puppy home. There you go. Pick up the litter. Oh shit, whatever. I'm just feeling like a really good person today. I didn't mean to turn the money in. So this cost me about 5 seconds, but it's 5 seconds in a run where I will definitely waste more than 5 seconds, so I don't care. No, I care a little bit, but not enough to be bothered by it. It's definitely not reset worthy. My chair has been extra loud today, I'm sorry. Nice. Right. Okay. So this is the cake contest ending. Which mainly involves befriending Katie. But aside from befriending Katie, the big... Oh, only 2. That's not the best. The big hitter is that you need golden eggs and golden milk. Well, you need a golden egg and you need a golden milk, which means we need to get a chicken and a cow. Ooh. I don't like the fact that that area looks like it's going to be very laggy, because I'm going to have to go here quite a few times. Whatever. So this is Katie. She's a chef, but not really. So I'm picking up a bunch of extra items, such as... Ugh, lag, please. There's too many people on the screen. So I'm picking up a bunch of extra items, such as these flowers to sell. The flowers don't particularly sell for much, but it will help me buy, like, even just picking up a couple of them will help me buy a decent amount of corn seeds. Because cows in this game cost 2,500 G to buy, and you only start with 100, and there isn't really like a quick way to make money in this. Like there are various different ways to make money, but the best way in this case, I think, is to just grow and ship corn. I swear I picked up more than... Okay. Oh, I actually have enough for an egg as well. That's quite good. So, I got a bit of bad luck with the Very Berry RNG. I don't know whether it's RNG, but... I would have preferred if there were more Very Berries, because that'll be what I'm mostly giving to Katie. Hey, Ellie, Ross, thanks for the run. Thanks for the run, thanks for the good luck, I don't know. Thanks for the run, I don't know what that means. Thanks for good luck though, I appreciate it. So yeah, so this is probably one of the few endings where we actually do farming. And luckily you get given potato seeds at the beginning. I didn't mean to put them there, but that doesn't matter. So yeah, corn's the best crop in this game, because even though it's one of, like, there are 4 crops in this game: corn, potato, breadfruit, and tomato. All of them except potato regrow, and so they all have like a start. They have like their first harvest takes longer than their regrow harvest. So the corn takes the longest to grow the first time, but is then the shortest time to regrow, and is also the most profitable. So corn ships for 120. I say ships for, you don't ship in this game, you just sell. Sells for 120 G. Breadfruit sells for 100 G and takes like a day extra to regrow. I can't remember how long it takes for tomatoes to regrow, and I can't remember how much they sell for. So that right there is Gina. She plays a very minor part in this run, but it's very important that I meet her. No, I didn't want to pick up the weed, but I'll just keep it in my bag, because I don't know what littering does in this game. But yeah, so Katie likes Very Berries. In a New Game Plus run, I think you'd give her full moon berries, which grow in fall, because theoretically that's her favourite item. I haven't tested it, but I imagine it's one of the things that is pretty easy to prove, so I have no reason to doubt it. But there are sometimes you'd be surprised with what things seem really easy to prove and really easy to disprove, yet aren't. Like, which just don't happen to be the case. Okay, so rain's good, I guess. Rain's not terrible, I wouldn't say, because obviously a big part of it's rain's 50-50, because on one hand a lot of this is growing, like the beginning section of this run is growing crops, so not having to water them saves a little bit of time. But later on, when I have a cow and a chick, or a chicken, I got a chick now, rain will cost me quite a bit of time. Which reminds me, I do need to sell a little bit more, because I definitely will need to buy, what are they called? I'll need to buy chicken feed at some point. I was thinking, I had a blueberry and I went to the flower shop, but I didn't sell my blueberry, which was a bit daft of me. I might just try and do this area without, like, seeing where I'm going. Just so I look at it as few people as possible. Nope, okay, you can't jump over that. I've been doing some testing recently with horses, and your horse can jump over that log, so I just assumed that your guy could as well. But he cannot. So now I feel the fool. Right, so to get this first cutscene now, I need to give Katie 5 items. I think that was 3. How many blueberries do I have? I'm gonna leave it a couple more days, because blueberries sell for 30. So if I can pick up like an extra 1 or 2 within the next day, or a couple of days, that would be nice. Okay, so my potatoes are ready to harvest, which is good. That actually means I don't need to worry about the blueberries as much. Because that's another thing, because a big chunk of this run is trying to get the cow as early as possible. Just like picking up random things and selling them, like, really helps. Okay, that's good with the very berries though. I'm managing to keep up on 1 a day. I think this will be 4. Honestly, I'm probably just gonna wait until the Tuesday. I'm gonna check what day it is. Saturday. No, I'll go tomorrow, because the cafe is closed on Monday, which is where the first cutscene takes place, but the cafe doesn't open until 12, so every time I wait for the cafe to open and don't activate the cutscene, that wastes a good chunk of time, and that is not good. Actually, I should be able to count it. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday rain, Friday, Saturday. So yeah, so tomorrow should be fine, but I've had ones in the past where it's given it to me on like 6 or so. So I'll wait until the Tuesday, because I think you may need to meet Dyer as well. I think meeting Dyer is one of the requirements. Although I could just do it now, actually. So I need to meet Dyer at some point anyway, because if it's not a requirement for this next cutscene, it's almost definitely a requirement for the cutscene which I do the next split at the book cutscene. That'll give me a good chance to pick up more very berries anyway, which I'm not behind on, but it's nice to have. Okay. No, I'll pick them up tomorrow. Not tomorrow, Monday. Because for whatever reason, Katie hangs out at the villa on her days off. So I'll just pick up some very berries there. Hopefully it won't rain now. If it rains on the Monday, that'll be a little bit, not irritating, but wouldn't be ideal. Please lag. Thank you. Rain on Sunday. Okay. That's fine. I can deal with rain on Sunday. So that's the interesting thing though, because in this run I won't. Like in some runs I'll wait. Like rainy days. On rainy days I'll still befriend that person, and it's not a big problem. And this one, it's not a problem, but I won't go out and befriend Katie because I'd have to wait for the cafe to open at 12, which is definitely not worth it. But it doesn't waste time because basically the latest point in the run is my cow getting golden milk. Like, besides like the penultimate cutscene and the final cutscene, that is like the last thing that I actually have like an influence on. And that won't happen until like fall, like late summer, early fall. So I'm not too worried about like missing the occasional days, especially considering I only need to give her like 20 or so items. Hey Desu, thanks for good luck. So yeah, so I think the longest splits in this will be either the book split or the final cake split, because the book split will be yeah, yeah, the book split will be I have to give her like 12 more items in between a few cutscenes, so it'll be around like item 20 or something. Which will be quite a while away. It'll be like at the end of spring, maybe. And the final cake split will be around fall time. So like the final cake split would most likely just be me waiting for golden eggs and golden milk. I mean, most likely that's what it will be. Right, so this will be the 6th item I've given to her, so I'm confident that this will be enough to activate the cafe cutscene. So I'm going to wait until 12 o'clock now for the cafe to open. I'm really hoping the game doesn't start lagging out, because obviously that'll make it longer. Okay, here seems like a good position. I think Katie enters the cafe at about 10. I don't know on what days, but on certain days Parsley will enter the cafe at around 11. Yeah, this area is quite laggy, which is irritating, because this is like the main area of this run. No, this is any percent. This is just from a fresh file. Also, hey Infame, how's it going? But yeah, I was saying earlier, in New Game Plus, we'd give Katie full moonberries that grow in fall, so there's no real point in waiting until fall to get them in this one. In New Game Plus, we'd also already have the golden eggs and golden milk, so New Game Plus of this run, of this category, or this ending, would be a lot easier, because it would just be like, give Katie like 20 items or so, and just get all the different cutscenes. Although actually, not all the different cutscenes. Here's something interesting I found out. Now, I already knew there were 3, like, during this ending, there are 3 different cutscenes which involve Katie attempting to bake cakes. And 2 of them are unskippable, because in it... that's not good. Okay. So, but 2 of them are unskippable because she asks you she asks you this, like, the easiest question. I think possibly if you say no, then the cutscene just ends. But I didn't really want to risk what happens if you do say no. So, although I guess I could have save stated and tested, but I wasn't thinking of that at the time, which is a bit stupid of me. Okay, so I've got chicken now. I don't think that's ready to harvest. No. I'm also not ready to water. Okay, so today I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to try and activate the cutscene again because I'm almost certain I should get it. I'm also going to talk to Gina because I have a feeling it's weird. Talking to Gina kind of increases your affection with her, like in the goddess dress ending. The first cutscene activates when you've befriended Gina a little bit, but you only have to talk to her like 5 times, like once a day for 5 days to activate the cutscene, so it's a bit bizarre. Like the first time I stumbled upon it, it was completely by accident. I was trying to do a completely different ending, started talking to Gina because I thought she was relevant to the ending I was trying to like play through, and then the next day it's just like, oh, I'm activating the goddess dress ending. So, whoops. But yeah, so I'm going to try to do the same thing again today, but to try and pass the time, I'm going to go to the farm shop and buy some chicken feed, because if it rains, there is no proper way to save your chicken. Like, cow, that's fine. Cow is just put him in the barn, sickle some grass. Easy. Horse, exactly the same. Dog is really weird, because I didn't know this until like the other day. But if you take your dog outside, put food in its bowl, and then wait until it finishes its eating animation, like the bowl of food will still be there. The bowl of food will still be there, but it will count as like the dog has ate that day, so it won't become sick, which is basically how you get your dog through the rainy seasons without having to buy the dog house. But your chickens, if it rains and you don't have chicken feed on you, and if the shops are closed, then yeah, that's just that would basically be rip run. Or not rip run, but you'd have to spend a lot of money on you have to spend 500G on animal medicine, and that is a lot worse. especially considering like this early on into the run, you would not be able to afford that. So like if it just rained now, I'd basically be screwed. I wouldn't be screwed because if it rained now, I have chicken feed, so I'd be fine. But if it rained and I didn't pick up chicken feed, and it was a Thursday, I know, very specific, but yeah, it wouldn't go very well. Okay, good. Actually, no, there's an extra cutscene. There we go. Okay, so that cutscene was, Katie was all like, what was she all like? She was like, oh, I want to make a cake for this cake contest that's happening in somewhere. And you're like, oh, cool. And she says like, your grandmother made the best cakes in the world ever. Can you try and find me the recipe? And that second cutscene was completely unimportant. Like they tried to add like this extra bit. Did I water my crops today? I did. They tried to add this extra bit of Gwen basically being like, oh man, she's only doing it to what's it called? She's only doing it to win the 10,000 G prize money. And I don't know why they added that bit in the story, but they did. But so we have to go find the recipe, which I just did, and we have to go give it back to her. Well, not give it back to her because it's not hers, but we have to go give her the recipe. And it's really good because this cutscene doesn't require being like, you don't need to increase your friendship with her. You literally just need to return to the cafe. So the recipe for the cake is never explained, but the ingredients, well, the three ingredients that I have to supply is a golden egg, golden milk, and moondrop dew. So now we need to find out about the moondrop dew. So the person we need to find that out about is Dyer. But I'm not 100% certain on this. But I think for the next cutscene to activate, which happens inside Dyer's house, you need to befriend Katie a little bit more, just because they couldn't think of another way to like fairly activate it. But a good way to test it is basically just Mondays, because that's where Katie is anyway. Because Katie is at the villa on Mondays, and so it takes like a few seconds to find out whether or not you've befriended her enough. I might go pick up that blueberry. I couldn't be bothered to pick up that medical herb, which is actually quite useful because I think medical herbs sell for either 20 or 30 G, which is more than regular herbs. And as I said earlier, just selling like the extra few things at the end, well, not at the end, but because what I want to do now is I want to try and get the cow as early as possible, because that's like the last thing that I like have an input in. Like once I get the golden milk, because I'll almost definitely get the golden milk after the golden egg. Then it'll just be give Katie the items, wait until the cafe opens, and then wait a week and then get the final cutscene and it's all wonderful. So the earlier I can get the cow, the better. So that's our first harvest of corn. Corn sells for 120G. So the cow costs 2,500, and along with additional items such as the brush and the milker, that's 4,600G total. I don't think you need the brush, but I can almost guarantee that getting the brush speeds up getting the cow to produce golden milk. So, especially considering it's only 3000G, it's definitely worth getting. So, I don't think, well, don't think, but I know for sure this Monday I won't have enough. I don't think I'll have befriended Katie enough to get the villa cutscene. But I'll check just in case, because if I do and it like just so happens that I do get the cutscene, that'll save me a bunch of time that I didn't know I could. What day is it today? Saturday. But I won't be surprised if I don't get the villa cutscene this Monday rather. I think it'll probably be the next one. It's actually quite nice. It's checking whether or not any berries have grown since the previous day. Moves the camera so much that it actually reduces a bit of lag. Unfortunately, as soon as you run back into this area, it's just 10 times as horrible. I don't think that's ready, but I'm going to check it again. No, it's not. That in reach. I'm really careless with this watering. I think that was probably the best, oh, maybe not. I thought I completely got around it, but then the camera just decided to swing round and face them. That was almost well done. Okay, it should be Monday today. Yeah. So, yeah, on the way back I'll just do like a quick sell of everything. It's probably better to just try and sell like everything all at once, but as I've said quite a few times, I just want to get the cow as early as possible, so while I definitely won't have enough money at this point, there's no real harm in stopping off. It'll cost like a 10-15 seconds, but I'm not too bothered about that. And actually the good thing is, while I definitely don't, I probably have way more berry berries than I actually need, after this cutscene I can basically just sell them. And even though they don't sell for much, okay, even though they don't sell for much, it's still useful. Yeah, watering in 3D Harvest Moon games can be a bit of a chore. Sometimes it's done well, like I think probably Animal Parade and Tree of Tranquility probably did it the best, from what I can remember of all 3D games. Magical Melody didn't do it too bad. Magical Melody was nice in which you could be a bit reckless if you wanted, but there was still that, like, you could still press whatever button it was. Whoops. Oh no, I completely forgot. You have to sell the eggs at the cafe. That's fine. I'll sell all my eggs when I go to the cafe next, which will be after the book cutscene. And by then I'll have quite a few, so I'll get quite a bit from it. But yeah, Magical Melody had that thing where like you could hold a button and it allowed you to be a bit more precise. But this one's very hope you're aiming in the right direction and just pray. Which, for anything, I think is quite similar to some of the old 2D ones, because some of them were very like, oh, which tile are you on? Like, are you on the right tile, or are you just gonna like water the crop that you've like just watered? Yeah, I'm going to try the same strategy of just swing the camera around. But I'm going to try and keep it on this side. Ooh, that worked a lot better. One of my problems with this game though is how you can't move your character and the camera at the same time. It must be really confusing for people who like haven't played this game before. to just see me like stand still while the camera just like zooms around me. No. Oh, nice. I think Ellie's one of the ones that I don't think anyone's ran. I'm not sure. Right, so yeah, so this is the rainy season of spring. And I actually found the calendar for the game, so, like, in-game calendar. So I know when, I can check when the rainy season is now. Okay, so I mentioned this earlier, I don't know how many people are here to hear it, but, rain in this run isn't much of a problem, because big thing I've been going on about, and you'll hear me go on loads of times, the last important thing I do is get golden milk from my cow, and that will happen around like early fall, late summer, most likely early fall. So missing like these days doesn't really matter, because I still have all of summer to try and befriend Katie and to get those cutscenes, because none of the cutscenes are dependent on like giving her the items, except the final cake cutscene. I guess technically it'll be more predictable because I know I can check when all the rainy seasons for each season is, so I know when it's basically just going to rain non-stop, and I know when it's going to be dry. Like, I think it should be dry for the rest of the season now. I can't remember 100%. No, okay. I was like, I've run out of water, but no, I just had chicken feed equipped. Yeah, I kind of know what I meant. Like, when I first read it, I read more as well. And I was like, yeah. Monday, okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I won't get the cutscene today, because I think I've given her, like, 1, maybe 2 items since the last Monday, because of the rainy season. But I'll try just in case. Get absolutely smashed with very. That like hit her in the head. I was also, how was that not close enough? That's so dumb. Okay. One thing I don't know about is whether or not I have to. I'm gonna wait here a little bit to see if waiting until Dyer wakes up makes a difference. It does not. That's fine. How much chicken feed do I have? 5. I may have to buy some more at some point, because I'm pretty sure summer's rainy season is a little bit longer than 5 days. Like, not by much, but by a little bit. Next Monday, 1, I should definitely get the cutscene. 2, I should also definitely have enough money to buy the cow. So I'm going to do that next Monday. And actually, at that point, I should have enough money to buy the I should be able to buy the brush with it as well, which is good. Because buying the cow and brush at the same time saves a little bit of time. Because it raises your cow's affection. I almost said infection then. It raises its affection quicker, which is good. I also kind of want to get this. I want to get this book cutscene very soon, just because it means I can sell all my very berries and make a little bit more. Nope, I knew that wasn't going to work, but I didn't feel like changing my angle. I didn't even realise it was their day off today. So, as I could remember not to do the swinging camera straps on Tuesdays and Thursdays, because it won't make a difference. It's interesting though how I do have to adapt the run, kind of. Not like the run, but I have to adopt minor strategies and techniques purely because I'm playing on an emulator that lags quite a bit. Like, advice for anyone watching, if you're thinking about running this game and you actually like own it and live in America or have an American PS2 and can play it, or if you own the Japanese copy and the Japanese PS2, you don't need to do half these things with like the camera swinging or whatever, and like lining it, or not lining it up, but making it so that it doesn't face half the people, because I imagine on an actual console it makes no difference whatsoever, but on an emulator on my laptop it makes a very big difference, so it's worth doing. But this camera is just... it's one of the worst things about this game, honestly. It's a terrible camera. It's not... because, like, the camera has this weird physical embodiment to it. Like, it can hit stuff, and there'll be things that are just like, no, I can't go past that. It's like, why? I don't know. It'll collide with another hitbox and won't allow you to go any further. It's so dumb. The fact that you can't move whilst adjusting the camera angle, like in something like Wonderful Life. So every time you want to adjust the camera angle, you just have to sit and stare at yourself being slow, and it's so irritating, but I say that and I'm complaining, but I do enjoy the game. Like, the camera is genuinely just one of my biggest issues with it, but it's also like one of my only major, like, big issues with it. Like, I feel like a lot of people were really eager to dismiss this game because of its uniqueness, I guess we'll say, and like how different it is to other Harvest Moon games. But I enjoy it for that. I think what it wants to do, most of the time, it does really well. Like, don't get me wrong, the 2 treasure hunt endings can fuck right off. Like, those basically, from what I can, off the top of my head, those like my only other 2 big complaints is, the camera is terrible, and sometimes the endings are a little bit cryptic. And you know, there's like, oh, it's a little bit vague, and it takes a little bit of figuring out what you're supposed to do, and sometimes guides aren't very helpful on the internet. And then there's treasure hunt, which is just the worst thing ever, and I hate it. But no, this game is really enjoyable. I really like this game. Like, I think the problem with this game is just possibly like just its engine. If it ran on like if like you had this style of gameplay, like the storyline, the plot, the whole essence of it, I guess that's a really shitty, lazy way to describe it, but its thing, it's like what it makes it stand out from the other games. If you had that and you had it in something like the Wonderful Life engine, it would work so much better. It would have been done so well. Or you can flip it the other way and say, if Wonderful Life actually had like a plot and it had story and like gave you a reason to continue playing to the next chapter. Because I haven't played, I've never actually played Wonderful Life all the way through. But I just like, I don't know. Maybe it's just, it's definitely a personal thing where I just prefer Harvest Moon games that give you a reason to keep on playing, essentially. So I like the ones where it goes, here's a story, complete the story. I know not everyone are big fans of that one, of those types, especially because it produced games like this, which I feel are very hit and miss. I feel something that were like, Wonderful Life tried to have a story, but it just didn't. And it was just like loads of in-game years where you weren't really like, there wasn't much incentive to do much or different. Yeah, I know it was like basically everything past chapter 1 was raise your child to have the career you wanted it to have, which don't get me wrong, I think that is definitely an interesting concept, but I don't know, I just wish there was more in terms of, you know, something you did affected the actual story and not just your child. I just realised I'm going really hard on like on just the Harvest Moon series. I'm going really into development and design talk, which I don't know how people feel about that. I don't know whether that's a yay or nay discussion. I enjoy it, but I think that's obvious because I just talked quite a bit about it, completely unprompted. But back to the run, it's running. Unfortunately, there's not really much I can say at this point in the run because it's just do the same thing until on Monday you activate a cutscene. And then at that point it will be just to start ignoring Katie, trying to save up for a cow and the appropriate items. But hopefully, because at that point the days won't last very long, like, hopefully at that point the days will basically just be as long as, like, go outside, milk, brush my cow. At that point, I don't even need to, like, I wouldn't need to be picking up the eggs. I just need to be, like, checking like what eggs, like what it produced, whether it produced a golden egg or not. Also, I don't know why, but I'm so surprised it's still in spring. I was expecting it to be in summer by now. Which, summer's definitely coming up. It'll probably be end of... I don't know. I was going to say end of this week, but it's kind of the end of this week already. So... what day is it? It's like Sunday, okay. I was roughly right. I was thinking I was thinking it was like... It was Friday yesterday, I think, but it wasn't. It was Saturday. But that wasn't too far off, so that's fine. I'll take that. If I don't get the cutscene tomorrow, and not because of like a reason like it rained or something, if it rains tomorrow that would be mildly irritating, but I don't think it should because it's dry season at the moment. But if I don't get the cutscene tomorrow, what I'll do is I'll talk to Gina one more time, and I'll give Daya a blueberry or something because she loves them, and then I'll try and activate it again. That's the problem with Katie though, is it's not like Lewis where, you know, you can just go out on a couple days and she'll be in a really quick place. She only has one day off, so you can't really you can't have like a bias over the days. You can't go like, oh yeah, I can just go out 3 days a week and try that. I mean, you can, but it's... Whoops. So I picked up the chicken. But it's just completely random as to which day you would choose. There's no, like, real reason that you should choose any other day over any of the others one. Now I need to fill up my watering can. By the way, if you haven't realised, this run is going to be a lot longer than the previous runs of Save the Homeland I've done. Like, this is... I don't want to say the longest, because it's probably not. But it's definitely going to be one of the longer categories. Which is funny, because it would probably be one of the quickest New Game Plus runs. I think this and Horse Race are probably the fastest New Game Plus runs. Just because Horse Race, you only need to befriend Bob a little bit to get the two, like, for him to challenge you to the race that you need to do to finish the game, to like complete that ending. And in this one, Katie, you only need to befriend, like, you only need to give her like 20 items. So okay, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna talk to Gina again. Thank you, Gina, not Katie. Now I'm gonna wait for Daya to wake up, and then I'm gonna give Daya a blueberry. Not an egg, not corn, blueberry. Well, that's one. I don't think it does anything. Like, you need to give her quite a few items. Really? You need to give Daya quite a few items before she actually starts liking them. At first, she just thinks you're trying to poison her. She's like, oh, is this edible? Will this make me sick? And I was like, yeah, it will. Because you are easily the worst character to befriend in this game, so yeah, it will make you sick. I'm tempted to go tomorrow and not buy, sell. Right, so I definitely got enough money for everything, for the cow. Not the brush yet. But what I'm gonna do is, I don't really have a reason to check tomorrow, but I'm gonna check anyway. And then on the way back I'm gonna go buy the cow. And then what I'll do, I'll check how many very berries I have. 15. Oh, I thought I had way more. How much money do I have? Okay, I know, I'll be fine. Okay, so yeah, so I'll just, on the way there I'll sell some very berries, and then I'll buy the brush from Lewis on the way back. That sounds like a good plan to me. What day is it today? Okay. If I could actually get the cutscene today, that would be really good. Because something, actually a huge part of the run I've neglected to mention, not out of purposefulness, if that's a word, but completely accidentally, is to get the Moondrop Dew. Yes, so I mentioned that you need to get the book from Dyer. But once you give that back to Katie, once you give the book to Katie, it's then like, oh, okay, you need to go to the Goddess Pond at 9 o'clock on the 14th, 15th, 29th or 30th of the season. And today's the 30th. So I could get it today. So if I got it today, again, I've said this like about the gold milk, but it won't really save time, but I guess it would be nice, but I don't think it was meant to be. What time is it? I don't think I have any blueberries to give her today. No, I don't. Whatever, I'll just give her a very berry. She'll react exactly the same way, so it would be a bit of a waste to give her a blueberry. Right. And now I'll give an item. I'm gonna check. Nope. Okay. Okay. But this is giving me an excuse to go buy the cow, so that's fine. So, not a complete waste of time. So now I've got to go buy the brush from Lewis. Well, I mean, I don't have to, but it is best if I do. I'm trying to think what my strategy, because I guess the next best day to try and activate the cutscene is the 14th. When's the 14th? 14th is a Tuesday. Because it will all work out time-wise in a way. So it'll be like, if I give her a gift every day for the 14th, I should definitely have befriended her enough. But the reason why it would be nice to activate the cutscene on the 14th is because I can spend a bit of time going to Katie, giving her an item, going to Dyer, going to the villa, getting the cutscene, and then I have to wait for 12 o'clock for the cafe to open to get the next cutscene where she tells you to meet at 9. So it's better to get both of those cutscenes in one day as opposed to just go to the villa, go to the cafe, and then the next day. So like have to wait until 12, and then the next day or like a few days later have to wait until 9 o'clock. It saves a little bit of time, not a massive chunk, but it saves, I think, almost half the time. Yeah, it doesn't work well on Wednesdays. So I don't think I need to go out every day from now on, until the 14th. So I'm going to try and avoid going out on Wednesdays just because of the fact that Lewis is also there. It's a lot more laggy. So Tuesdays and Thursdays are a definite because I know they're not going to be there, so it's not going to be as laggy. So the carpenters aren't going to be outside working, so it's going to be a little bit quicker on emulator. I think I may need to go out a few more times. So I don't know. I guess I won't go out on Monday just because the villa's a bit far away and I won't want to activate that cutscene until the 14th, and by then I should definitely have given her enough items. No, I don't want to give her corn. Corn is way too expensive to give for free. Saturday I don't think I'll... Yeah, but this area isn't too great on Tuesdays or Thursdays just because that's where Joe spends his days off. Yeah, I don't think I'll go on Saturdays because this section of the town is quite laggy on Saturdays because Lewis is here, Gina's there. I think Parsley may even be in town on that day, so. I'll probably just try and keep it to the Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. I think sounds good. Sunday might be good as well, but I don't know whether that's pushing it in terms of days I need to go out. But then I guess it's better to be safe than sorry. Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god, I've just realised I've made a fucking huge mistake. I haven't been looking after my cow. Oh my fucking god. I bought the cow and then I completely forgot about it. Oh shit. Shit. That's not good at all. So I have to go most likely buy animal medicine now. Which money do I have? That's not enough corn, but it's okay. I'll make up with it with berries. Actually, I think the villa sells eggs. Buys eggs, so I might be fine. Oh god. Oh, I have enough. Whatever. Oh, that's so bad. Because that's... I've basically wasted like an entire harvest. Like, I've wasted 4 days of watering crops. I know that doesn't sound like much, but that is... Oh, I can't believe I did that. I'm gonna check if I can sell my cow just... Because I'm assuming... Okay, that didn't actually help. No, that's miracle potion. Because I'm assuming he wouldn't let me sell my cow anyway, just because I think it's too young. How many eggs do I have? 22. That's I think that's around 1,000. Yeah, okay. Okay, so I'm not doing as bad for money as I thought because of my eggs. But that's still so dumb. Oh. Like, that's so dumb. I've been talking so much about how it's important to get the cow really early on. And then I get the cow at a decent time, and I neglect it. And I don't know. Maybe I'm making it worse. Maybe it's only been a couple days, so maybe it's not sick. That's highly unlikely because the chicken gets fucking sick after a day of not being fed. Holy fucking shit, thank you. Oh, now I feel dumb because I wasted 500G on fucking animal medicine. I'll rearrange my tools. I have no words. I don't know what I'm supposed to be feeling at the moment. We're still in dry period. Yeah, like that's good. It would have been a lot worse if the cow died. That would have been a way worse time to realise it. I think it's... Oh, the weird sound cow. I think what it is the way chickens work is you don't have to feed them when they're chicks. You only have to feed them when they're chickens. So I'm assuming cows are the same then, and I had no idea. Where's my watering can? Why there? That's the most inefficient menuing ever, but whatever. What day is it today? Sunday. Yeah, I'll go visit Katie today. Okay, so luckily that whole cow situation could have been a lot worse. Like, I guess the worst thing that happened was I wasted about 500G on animal medicine that I didn't need. And I missed out on a few days of brushing my cow. So that's like, those are the biggest time loss that's going to come out of it. Milking, not milking, because now I just need to save up money for the milker. In terms of when I need the milker, that won't make a massive difference. How much do I have? I should only need to do like two harvests. Before I can buy the milker. What is it? It's 5th. Okay. Alright, I don't really need to pick up my eggs anymore, because I guess by the time I will find like a decent time to sell them. I'll have already got enough money for the milker, and I've probably bought it by then. Actually, no. I'll probably be, if I get it on the Tuesday, I'll probably be buying it on the Tuesday. Today's Tuesday, not the greatest thing ever. This is why at this point in the run, rainy days are not the best anymore, because crops don't take that much time, and moving cows, or moving my cow to inside the barn, takes a while. Although I have a feeling, because it's still a calf, I may not need to do it, but I'd rather not dance with death. I don't know why it's like being all 50-50 as to whether or not I'm sickling grass. Like, no, I'm definitely doing it. Like, yeah, what was that? Okay, Wednesday. Not gonna bother with Katie today. I should have brushed it before I pushed it out. Right, this is good though. So basically, every time you one of your animals leaves the barn, it basically has a random position in the field. Are you serious? On the Tuesday and the Thursday. Thank you, game. But yeah, so basically when you take an animal out of the barn, it just chooses like a random position in the field, and the best position is basically, I guess, from where I'm facing now, the left. So basically, the closer it is to the house itself, the better it is, because you don't have to. It doesn't take so long to run to the cow, and bollocks like that. So if it's on like, but it can be in like the far corner, which is just not helpful at all. So that's mildly irritating because it actually was in a quite decent position then, and it decided to rain. Hey Nuclear Rose, how's it going? Right, I'm gonna play these next few days a bit safer, and I'm just gonna go out on all of them because I'd really like to get the cutscene on the Tuesday. That would be very good. Okay, so now my cow's all grown up. Okay. I almost asked myself if I watered my crops yesterday, and it rained yesterday. Good but busy? That's good, I guess. Well, where is he today? He's not in the best position. Okay, but I'm done with crops now. I don't need to worry about these anymore. I may have been done with them yesterday, but yeah, that's the big thing you gotta remember in Harvest Moon games, is watering your animals. If you get to do that, you're in big trouble. But anyway, so now I'm in a position where my cow is fully matured, so I can now milk it. So it can now start producing. And I'm assuming no matter how well you do, it will always start at small. So by the end of the month, hopefully, it'll still be producing small milk. And actually, this is quite a good thing about this game, is you can check without actually having to milk. So I don't know whether like milking your cow helps it produce, like whether milking your cow increases its affection, or whether like just brushing and leaving it outside does. Yeah, that's not a terrible position. It's definitely not the best, but it's not the worst. Man, this split's this is approaching an hour-long split. It is way longer than I thought this split was going to take, but whatever. Now the problem with this, I feel like this will be one of the endings that will have really uneven splits. Like, Summer Best will always be quite inaccurate unless I change it. Because I'd be like, if I got this cutscene on like another day, on like one of the days where I was checking, then these would have, next to this split would have been relatively short. I guess the Moondrop Dew split would be roughly the same length, I think. I guess that depends on whether or not it will be Monday. But then the final cake split will be really long. Whereas the final cake split now won't be as long. Today's Sunday. I'm really tempted to check the villa tomorrow, just because I'm going to be there. I think I will, just to be safe. I feel like I should have checked the weather forecast. Unfortunately, checking the weather forecast makes no difference, especially considering you don't do any like saving strats or anything. I guess you could do, but it wouldn't make a massive difference. But basically, I just don't want it to rain tomorrow. Yeah. So yeah, I really don't want it to rain tomorrow. Because I'll explain this again in case anyone wasn't here earlier when I explain this. Basically, this is the cake contest ending, and one of the ingredients for the cake that we've got to get is Moondrop Dew, as you can see by my next split. And to get Moondrop Dew, we have to visit the goddess pond or spring or lake. I think I changed what it is like 3 times in my notes. Where am I going? But we have to visit the goddess pond at 9 o'clock, 9 PM that is, because we gotta stay up super late, at on the 14th, 15th, 29th or 30th of a month. Okay, good, we got it. So I guess in a way it would have been better if I did get it tomorrow, but it doesn't make a difference. Well, it makes a difference, but not a big enough one that I want to be upset about it or anything, or bothered by it. Like, this run is really fucking long, so I'll take what I can get. So yeah, so the cutscene that I just skipped there, we got a magical book telling us how to obtain the Moondrop Dew. So So the next cutscene, which isn't a split, it's the cutscene after, which is the split, is to tell Katie, is to basically give the book to Katie and go, here you go, here's how we get the Moondrop Dew. But the reason why I didn't want to do it yesterday is because the cafe where Katie works and where you have to activate the cutscene isn't open on Mondays. So now I have to wait until 12 o'clock to get it. But because the day is the 14th, it means I can also get the Moondrop Dew today. So I'm killing 2 birds with 1 stone here. Really, I'm killing 3 birds with 1 stone, because I can also pick up the milker today. I'm going to check how much chicken feed I have though. 8. I might be fine with that. But yeah, so today is a really long day, and there is going to be a lot of waiting around, so if anyone has any questions about the run, about the game, about anything, feel free to ask. This is like my best time to read chat. Like, I know I always say this, Harvest Moon games, they're really easy to read chat during, but now is like the most optimal time. If you want me to see something, then now is your best bet, because especially like streaming on my laptop, I can't open anything without the stream and game lagging. Like, if because when this happens, what I usually do is I'll open Twitter or something. If I open that, you'll notice, because my game will start lagging to shit. So unfortunately during this I just have to sit here and wait it all out. Right, so I've got the milker, now so now that I've got the milker, I know it's sometime after 10. I don't know how close to 12 it is, but in a way, I guess it doesn't matter, because as long as I get to the cafe before, I want to say it closes at 5. I know it reopens as a bar at 6, but I think they have like an hour off to basically like swap everything over. I don't know. Okay. Now here's parsley. So it's about 10:22 now. But I can wait a little bit longer and go a little bit over because I got more things. Right, so that's the first baker cake, like failed cake attempt. Okay, good. So I mentioned this earlier, but I'll say it again. There are 3 cutscenes during this run which involve Katie baking a cake and failing miserably. One of them is completely optional. Like, you'll basically always get 2 of them. Just because, like, they activate as soon as you give her the recipes, and they activate whenever you go in the cafe. So at some point there are 2 points when you need to enter the cafe again just to activate cutscenes. So for the setup for the Moondrop Dew cutscene and for the final cake cutscene, those are the 2 times you should visit the cafe once you have given her the recipe. So even though there are 3 failed cake attempts, you should only activate 2 of them, which is good, because 2 of them you can't skip, and you miss one of the unskippable ones. And the reason why you can't skip them is because, similar to the intro cutscene the one intro cutscene that you see, it features an option. It's the most pointless option ever, and I have no idea what happens if you select no, but I'm afraid to find out. But yeah, but because there's like an option there, you can't skip it, unfortunately. And luckily, the one we should skip the second one, which is the longest, because it has two options in, and there's this weird thing where like you have to consolidate her about how shit her cake is. What is that sound effect? I want to say that's like in game, but it's such a shitty sound effect. I don't know what the fuck it is. No. Right. So if you've seen my Endangered Weasel run, you know I use side strat where once it gets to night time, I know it's at a certain period. I think in summer, the music stops at 7. I'll check anyway. I know it's not 9, that's all I know. It's a good thing this happens in summer, because you get to listen to the best song in this game. This theme is jamming. Oh, don't do this to me now, game. Right, it's getting late. Okay, so it's going to stop at 8, I think. Yeah. So it's 8 o'clock now, I just have to wait an hour. I'm gonna be daft and... Okay. That only wasted a little bit of time, but I wanted to be sure. Because the guides say 8, but... I don't 100% trust some of the guides on the internet for this game. Like, I'm sure some of the guides say for... Bluebird, you have to meet Louis at Maple Lake like 6 or like 5 or something. It's like, no, there's no way it's that late. Okay. Oh no, I didn't split because I was on a different window. Oh well. Okay, so now, the rest of the run now is just going to be me trying to get milk and eggs. I'm also gonna, that might be fine, I don't know. I think he's still producing small, yes. Also, I said he when it's almost, not even almost, it is definitely a she. I don't think you can milk male cows because those are bulls. And male cows are used for beef. Oh no, I'm not a farmer. Don't quote me on these things. It's okay. I watered my animals today. We've saved it. I've saved the run because I remembered to water my cow today. Right, so unfortunately, okay, this is rainy season now. I know this. Like, rainy season comes really early in spring, in the summer. But unfortunately, because the cow was right at the back of the field, it's going to take a few seconds longer to get her all the way over to the barn. Nope. Where's... Thank you. So I have no idea how much fodder I have. Hey, there's a frog there. Another one. But I think at this point I should definitely have enough. 7. That's roughly enough. Oh, the one thing that confuses me, like, I'll, because I sickled way more than 7, and I sickled stuff earlier, so I should definitely have more than 7 fodder, but again, just like, nah, I really need to. I want to spend time, like, sorting out my menu, but I think at this point it may just be faster to just deal with it and take a while to get the specific tools out. Oh, come on, cow. I think I went like the full way around. So I think what you're usually supposed to do there is you're supposed to go around the other side to feed the cow, or to feed the cows, but no. Yeah, no. I'm not going to spend the time moving all my animals in and outside, just because I know this is still like definitely during the rainy season, so I'll move them outside and then tomorrow it will rain. Like, I can guarantee you that. Come on, cow. Work with me. You terrible cow. Oop. Yeah. Although I feel like I should check that it's definitely during the rainy season. Oh. It's not. Okay. Well, I mean, now it's going to be the part of the rainy season, so... So I was wrong on the rainy season comes a lot earlier in summer. And it actually comes a lot later. Oh well. Now it's at the point where it's definitely not worth putting my animals outside. Cow. Please, cow. I'm trying to like optimize movement by like microseconds. Please just be kinder to me. I guess I'm just gonna I'm gonna sickle a bit more and then I'm gonna go buy some chicken feed because I will almost certainly run out now. Because of 2 rainy days and like these 2 days where I thought it was going to be it was just going to continue over to the rainy season, despite the fact not being the rainy season. Didn't need to buy that much, but I've got no other use for money, so it's fine. I'm gonna check what milk my cow is producing. I think it should be on medium now. Nope. There you go, now this is rainy season. I should have known, I should have guessed, oh, it's not rainy season, there haven't been any storms yet. That's like a surefire way you know it's rainy season in summer. It's rainy season in general in this game, it storms loads. Storms especially in summer though. Oh, cow, okay, I'll take it. And the move to you too. Yeah, so I'm not expecting to get no, I think there may be a chance that was just me and cow. I think there's a chance that I could get the golden egg. During the rainy season, or at least before the end of summer. I don't think it's possible to get golden milk, especially because last time I checked it wasn't producing even medium milk. Like, it needs to have been producing large milk for at least a little while before it can produce gold milk. Yeah, I gotta water my cow enough. Oh, thank you, cow. You know, I'll check your milk personally today. Oh, mildium. I don't know what mildium is, but that's the quality of my milk today. It was mildium milk. If I could stop going like the ridiculously long way around. I'm actually just gonna sort this out. That should be a little bit better now. I don't know why, but I was thinking just about how the golden eggs in this game do not look golden at all, they just look yellow. And I was thinking, what do they remind me? They look like kind of similar to something, like something from another game, like another franchise. And then it hit me, it was like, they look like, in the Sonic Adventure games, in the Chow Garden, when you could buy coloured eggs. That's what the golden egg in this game looks like, and it just hit me. I don't know why I was thinking about that, but I just realised that, and I found it a little bit funny. And luckily you will get to see it. I didn't want to say hopefully you'll get to see it, because if you don't see it, this run will officially be dead. Oh, cow. Oh, cow. I switched my I went into the menu and changed the tools just so when I went right it would be faster, and I go all the way around left. What day into the season am I? Okay. This should be the last day of the rainy season then, which is good. That means I can, yeah, I should be able to take out my animals tomorrow, and it'll be all fine and dandy for, hopefully, I don't want to jinx it here, but hopefully the rest of the run. I don't know. I don't think, like, I know fall is a bit, I can't remember the exact, like, but I think it starts in mild, but whatever. It'll be fine. No golden egg yet. Hey Disco Dom. It's going pretty well. Why am I don't know what like a good time for this run is, because this is the first time I'm actually timing myself, but I think there's a good chance it'll get sub 2 hours, which I think, considering this is probably one of the longer runs, the longer endings, I think that's quite good. Yeah, it's going quite well. The book split definitely could have gone a little bit quicker, but I'm not too bothered about that in the end. Okay, that's actually quite a good placement. Yeah, I'm gonna start checking my account now. Medium still. Okay. I have a feeling beginning of fall maybe. She'll start producing large. Yeah. So the chicken should lay a golden egg any day now. Like, this is a bit random, but I'm not too worried because I've still got a little way to go with the cow, so. I don't know whether talking to it does anything. I think there's a possibility that it does, because I think that kind of comes into play when you're getting your horse and you have to like do all the stuff with the horse for the part-time job. Nope. Yeah, so fall definitely starts, like, I know this is fall now because it starts out mild. Cheer up, cow. So, nah. I was thinking about, because I have animal medicine, because I bought it earlier because I thought I made a really bad mistake. I was thinking about just leaving it, and if my cow got sick, just giving it the animal medicine, but then I thought that might decrease its milk like the value of its milk, and I don't really want that. Even though the cow was in a really good position there, it wouldn't be ideal if it did go down. Yeah, so now it's mild. Still producing M. So I'm thinking mid mid-fall. I think I'll get golden milk by mid-fall. I think I'm also actually going to start... I'm just going to milk the cow every day now. Just because I think there's the possibility that it increases your affection with it. I don't know if it does, but wouldn't it be lovely if it did? That's a bit of a terrible position. No. Unfortunately, you can't change the position. Like, even if I brought my cow all the way over here and then went to sleep, next day it would just go all the way back to the other side of the field. Okay, that's fine. That's a chance to reset it. It's mildly irritating because it means I have to put all my animals back inside again, but oh well. Okay, so now it's producing large, so yeah. I think mid-fall will be when I get the golden milk. Unfortunately, I don't think this time will be sub 2 hours. I think there's definitely the possibility that it can go sub 2 hours, but this shall not be the run that does. Oh, and I've got no fodder left. Nice. Cool. So, in case anyone didn't think this was a real Harvest Moon game, there's power berries in it, so it's legit. Don't worry. And I probably did about the same amount as as much work as I would usually do before showing the sweat animation. So, good job there. Power berry really helped me. I just realised I already had fodder in my bag that I haven't used up yet. Come on, cow. Okay. Theoretically, it'll clear up tomorrow. I may actually need to check how much chicken feed I've got left. 6, okay, I'm fine. I thought I had way less. I thought I was going to run out soon. I mean, I guess technically I could, but... 2? Seriously? Go on, there we go. Yep, move to you too, cow. I feel like at this point I'm genuinely going to get, I feel like I'm going to get the golden milk before I'm going to get the golden egg. Which is weird because I've had the chicken since the beginning of the game. Like, I literally put the chicken in the incubator, the egg in the incubator day 1. So... But then I feel like the cow gives milk more consistent, like, not consistently, but, once you get it to the point where it produces golden milk, it produces that. Of course, it's going to rain tomorrow. Why wouldn't it? I feel like once you get to the point where it produces golden milk, it does that a lot more consistently than the chicken produces the golden egg. I do have extra fodder in my bag, I knew it. So the weather actually hasn't been very kind to me in fall. I think like half the days have been rainy, which is really not a good ratio. Status. Golden egg anytime soon, yep. Oh, you lied to me, game. You told me it was gonna rain, and then it didn't. How dare you. You swindled me, game. I feel like it's a race now to see what I'll get first, golden egg or golden milk. Place your bets now. Go on, chat. What do you think I'll get first, golden eggs or golden milk? Because they are both going to happen any day now. No, I don't want chicken in my house. No golden egg yet. Will today be the day for golden milk? No golden milk. You're right, Nuclear. I need to water my chicken more. Ooh, game, if you could stop throwing rain at me randomly, I would absolutely love you a little bit more than I currently do. Because, you know, currently I'm not feeling the love so much, you know. I like you, game, but, you know, you could be, we could be on better terms. But if you stopped just throwing random rain at me, then we'd be perfect. No golden milk yet. And the cow has a bit of advantage on these rainy days because chicken, unless I predict the rainy day in advance, then the chicken won't lay an egg on rainy days. Or it won't lay an egg on like the first rainy day if I've left it outside. Whereas milk can still be produced. But then the chicken has the advantage of being around way longer than the cow. So it's going to be very close. Are you going to rain tomorrow? It says no. I'm not sure I believe it, but I'll take your word for it, game. I trust you. No golden egg yet. I can't think of how long it's been stuck on the maybe you'll lay a golden egg status. No golden milk. So as a reminder, this is the cake contest ending, so which involves getting golden eggs, golden milk, which you probably all know at this point, because this is like all that's left in the run, is getting the golden elk. Yeah, getting a golden elk. No, getting a golden egg, getting a golden milk. My chicken's all the way over there, whatever. Because the only other ingredient that we need is moondrop dew, which we already got. We got a while ago. Ooh, no. No golden eggs, no golden milk today, nothing golden. No golden eggs. So anyway, as soon as we get the egg in the milk, assuming it's not a Monday, then we'll run straight over to the cafe and we'll go give the golden egg and the golden milk to Katie. And then as soon as the cafe opens at 12, we'll go into the cafe. She'll cook a terrible cake for us, and we'll eat it and be very sad because we had a terrible cake. But then we'll return to the cafe seconds later, and she'll bake us. You bake egg, you don't bake eggs. You bake cakes. I guess baking is a type of cooking. I don't know what I'm talking about. The point is, these ingredients are very vital in creating the greatest cake in the world ever. That is not an understatement. I mean, think about it. When was the last time there was a cake so good it stopped a town from being demolished and having a theme park built on the top of it? If a cake can do that, that's pretty impressive, let's be honest. Golden egg wins. See what I mean? Earlier I mentioned it reminds me of the coloured Chow eggs in Sonic Adventure games. Tell me that's not what it doesn't look golden at all. It just looks yellow and it looks just like those. I was hoping for a double whammy then of golden items. If I could get it in the next 2 days though, that would be really good. Like if I could get it before this Monday. I don't know why we need the golden elk either. The golden elk is the mascot for the cake, I guess. Rain, no. Difficult decision now because technically I don't need my chicken to live, but I think I kind of have to keep it alive just for I don't trust what would happen if I didn't keep it alive, basically. It is looking a little down today. Boy. What day is it today? Sunday, okay. But yeah, earlier I was talking about how it didn't really matter when I got the book cutscene, like when, like I found out about the whole Moondrop Dew, and when I was able to activate that cutscene, because even though it's limited to the 14th, 15th, 29th and 30th of a month, as you can see, it's gone past that point in this month. In the, like, today's the 15th, 17th. So I've already, you know, if by somehow I hadn't like been able to give the magic book to Dyer, not to Dyer, from Dyer to Katie by now, well, not by now, but if I hadn't been able to do it by like the point I had, then, you know, I would have had like an extra month to do it in. Still no golden milk. I think I got it, maybe I got the cow a little bit later than I would have liked to have. I don't know. I don't know what day I usually get the cow. I don't think it's usually this late into fall it goes. Especially considering my estimate for it was going to be, I was going to get the golden milk beginning of fall. But yeah, so it's going into rainy season tomorrow, so. I might actually have to buy more chicken feed just to keep, yeah. I'm actually going to have to buy more chicken feed just to keep my chicken alive. So I don't have to deal with the whole chicken death cutscene. And also the fact that I keep going through rainy days doesn't improve my chances with getting golden milk from my cow. Cool missing. Okay. I was worried that I wasn't gonna have enough money to buy any chicken feed. Actually, next time, when will I run out of chicken feed? Okay, so I guess on the Saturday it might be. I don't know what day it'll be that I'll get the that I'll run out of chicken feed. It'll be in the next few days, but I think that day I'll just sell the chicken. That'll be much better. Still no golden milk. This isn't the best, but like I've been able to get it a lot quicker than this, and I don't know why it's been taking so long, because I don't even think I was doing too poorly for money. Like, I think I managed to get the cow a lot earlier than I've done, like, when practicing this route, but oh well. It means there's room for improvement. I don't know when I'll try and improve it, but it means when I do, the room shall be there for it. Yeah, I ran out of chicken feed. So, if, right, perfect scenario is my cow gives golden milk today. Like, if it managed to give it today, that would be perfect. If my cow could get out of the way, that would be perfect. Shit! Why did it change brush? Right, well, it's definitely not going to give it today now. That's fucking irritating. That's dumb. I'm a little pissed off with myself on that one. Oh well. I don't think I would have got the golden milk anyway, but that didn't really help, and that would have, like, that's probably delayed it by a few days anyway. So now I need to wait until 8 for the farm shop to open so I can sell my chicken, so I don't have to worry about it dying anymore. Ugh. I will say, I don't want this to be too negative because I don't like being very negative on this stream. I like keeping it. I feel like streams are a lot more chill and comfy to view, and just for me as a streamer, if it stays a lot more positive. So I don't want to be too negative about this run, but I think this is easily the worst Save the Homeland run I've done so far. I've done yeah, 5 runs. I've done 5 runs. Two of Endangered Weasel, 2 of Bluebird, 1 of Cake Contest. And I'm not just saying this is the worst because this has been the longest, but this is probably the worst just from like another run of Cake Contest would be like so much, like this is just bad for this category, I think. No, I'm not doing that again. But that's the thing, I don't really mind how bad, like, that sometimes the runs are bad, because that's just the way it goes. What's my status? I don't know whether it will say when she can produce gold, like the chicken. Because that's the thing, the chicken just has, it'll produce eggs, and, or maybe it'll produce golden, but that appears with the chicken for blooming ages before it actually produces a gold egg. Oh, speaking of gold eggs, happy Easter. Ah, what a brilliant connection I made with that. Because eggs and Easter and chickens, and there aren't rabbits in this game, but rabbits and bunnies. Oh my god, what is happening? I feel like I'm acting like I would if I was ridiculously tired, and even though it's late for me, I'm not tired. Like, don't get me wrong, as soon as I finish the stream, I'm just gonna go almost straight to bed. But I feel like I'd be saying these kind of weird ass things if I was really tired. But I don't feel that tired. And I'm just rambling at this point. I don't know. Is it more enjoyable when I just ramble about nothingness, or would people rather I just stick to talking about the game? and things like that. I don't know. Because I think it's a thing that you can prefer it varying for. Oh my gosh, why is that like the next one? That's irritating. I feel like it's a thing that varies from streamer to streamer. Like, some people are good at just rambling, some people aren't. Hooray! We did it! Please don't be Monday. Sick. So I might actually get this at winter, but okay. It's okay though, if you're fed up with me rambling about absolutely nothing, you don't have to put up with it much longer because it's almost the end of the run. Thank goodness for that. Alright, so now I just need to wait for 12 o'clock for the cafe to open. So you don't have as long as earlier, but I'll say it again because I enjoy it. But if you have anything to ask, now is a really good time because this part of the run is literally just waiting. So, and not waiting is in like doing the same thing a few times. You're waiting for like golden eggs or golden milk. This is literally just waiting until a time period has passed. So if you have any questions, seriously, feel free to ask in chat. I don't mind. So it's probably about 10 now. I think it's Tuesday. So, no, I know it's Tuesday, but because it's Tuesday, I think this is the day Parsley visits the cafe. I don't know. I don't know Parsley's schedule at all. But yeah, he's gonna visit the cafe in a minute. I'll know just after like. He visits at like 10 to 22. Of course. Right, so this is another bag cake cutscene. I can't skip it as much as I'd want to, because of that option there. There may be like one option more if this is the second. I don't think it is. I think this is the third cutscene. The third baking a cake cutscene. So yeah, as I mentioned, there are 3, but I should only get 2. So unfortunately, this isn't even something like Harvest Goddess intro, where once you've chosen the answer, once you've named everything, you can then skip it. You have to sit through the whole thing just because of the option at the beginning. So dumb. There we go. Oh, no. There we go. So you'll all be happy to know this run is coming down to a close. We got 1 week of the game left. So I just gotta sleep for a week and then leave my house. And no, this isn't going to be like Bluebird where I need to go somewhere specific to activate the cutscene. I just need to leave my house. I'm just going to leave my cat outside because it doesn't have enough time to die. Wow. The fact that I went in the winter is a bit shit, but oh well. Hey, whatever. It'll be sub 230, I think. But hey, you'll never guess what? The cake won! Woo! I'm so tired. This is what happens when I start streaming a lot later than I usually do. So I end up staying. Excuse me. I end up staying up until like 2 o'clock. Thank you, Infame. Hey, even Gwen came to say GG on the cake. And even Leela, who like, why is she here? She didn't even appear anywhere. Like, if Dyer appeared or Gina, that would make sense. Leela, no. You can't just tag on as if it's your own ending. It's not. Oh, come on, game. Don't lag now. Thank you, Nuclear. Hooray. Oh man. What a run.